Hi folks, welcome back. No, welcome or welcome back to Exposed. If I'm welcoming you back and you like it here and you haven't subscribed already, what you waiting for? Click it. I'll wait. It's okay. You done it now? Okay. Back to Lardy. Working on the old vids. I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of them are until I click play. Shall we jump in?
Hey everyone. Just want to give you guys an update. A lot of you do know because I've been texting a lot of you.
Oh, is this when Mummy left?
This is a very hard video for me to make because I have a lot of pride. I've always lived a very nice life. And
Pride comes before a fall, dear.
been well taken care of, and I've
always lived a nice life and been well taken care of. When did this change to my mother's a raging narcissist and I had a horrible life? I've got that man in my head again. You wash your hair with horrible life shampoo. Yes, horrible life. So funny. Yeah, it's like whatever suits that specific moment, a narc will say it. And then if you say, but you said, no, I didn't. Yeah, no, you must have misheard me. No, you've got it wrong.
taken care of my son very well, and you've seen where we've lived, and upper middle class. And so basically what's going on is I'm going to be doing a vlog sale of some handbags, jewelry, wigs, I'm trying to think of what else.
Scentsy warmers.
Maybe some makeup. I have very little makeup because Burke and I have to move from the 2-bedroom that I'm in into the 1-bedroom. And I'm no longer in touch with my mother. She has cut off all communication.
Why, laddie,
Someone wrote me that I was the most narcissistic person that they've ever met, and that I'm a cunt and I deserve all this. I blocked them, obviously, and they even directed people to a site that I'm sure there's a big thread about me.
You love the fact that there might be a big thread about you. Means you've made it.
People just, having a ball watching somebody just fail. But I won't fail.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I say to myself. I did have to almost go to the hospital the other day because I'm very, very, very... Hang on, I gotta plug this in. I'm very close.
I'm about to tell a lie and I've been looking directly at the camera and now I'm awkward, so I'm going to move about while I say what I'm saying so that I'm not looking directly at you and I can lie to your face.
To having a nervous breakdown if I'm not on medication. And I have a wonderful doctor who is trying to help me with that. And I found a therapist that I'm seeing on May 9th. And so this person that said,
you were the most narcissistic narcissist they'd ever met. I'd like to meet them and shake their hand because you are.
hang on a second here. So this person that said all these terrible things about me, that I was a narcissist and a cunt, and I deserved all this, and that, my mother left because now my money ticket is gone. It's so far from the truth that I'm almost embarrassed that I'm giving it.
Why can't you look at us then if it's so far from the truth? Huh?
Any weight at all, but I just want you guys to know that there are like some really, really terrible people out there that say things like that.
There's some really terrible people out there that are telling the truth. Don't listen to them. Listen to my lies.
And really wish bad things on people. And
Nobody wished anything bad on you. Fuck's sake. Do you think we're all at the Gossip Bakery round a big fucking cauldron, throwing frogs in and making spells?
I guess it worked. Your wish came true. My life is falling apart. The one person that meant so much to me throughout my whole life was just me and my mom. She's gone from my life. And she's gone from Burke's life too.
Who buys this fucking act? Yeah, she's upset because the credit card's gone. Not because her mum's gone. She couldn't give a shit about Burke. It's like, let's pull on the heartstrings of all the people watching who really love their mums. And they'll think, oh, that's terrible. How could a mother do that?
He came into me last night. He said, I can't believe I lost my grandmother. And he's had issues with his dad too, leaving him for 3 years, from 4th grade to 8th grade, until I begged him to come back in his life. And yeah, I alienate people. I don't put up with disrespectful behavior to me. I'm not talking about my mother. I'm saying like people on the internet or friends that I've had, I'm friends again with James because he had seen my video and he wrote me.
Because James has a heart and he felt sorry for you. So he reached out because it's something you'd never fucking do. And then yet again, you turned on him.
And he wasn't in a good place when we had our falling out. And I immediately forgave him.
Oh, it's so big.
Because that was a huge thing for him to do, to reach out to me. And we don't all do the right thing. People say mean things. People say hurtful things. I've said hurtful things.
No, I say hurtful things all the fucking time. Not I've said, I do all the time.
People on the internet have bugged the shit out of me, and sometimes I guess it's a survival mechanism for me to take the upper hand and be vicious with somebody that's been mean to me so that I don't feel hurt. It's like a
Right, so again, I ask, why did, please drive carefully and put your hands on the wheel, need you to turn vile and vicious? If somebody said, oh, be careful going down the stairs, your laces are undone, would you shout a load of abuse at them as well?
a protection, you know, so like you think you're going to fuck with me, I'm going to fuck you even harder type thing. It makes me feel, I know that when I do that, it makes me feel like I've taken control of the situation instead of playing the victim. Poor me, poor me.
You play the victim all the time.
With my mother, this is so much more than playing the victim. Um, I think there's something wrong with her.
Of course.
I don't think she's thinking in her right mind. The mother that I
Because she's finally stood up to you. She's finally seen you for what you are and thought, fuck this, I'm not dealing with it anymore.
knew and loved would never have done this to her daughter, even if she wanted to go back to Boston to just leave a lease. And she wouldn't believe me when I said they'll evict me. And she's like, they're not going to evict you.
I'm just thinking, I've done this before, haven't I? But anywho, we're doing it again.
But they do evict you. I got served. Not me, her. She got served. But I'm still in the 2-bedroom making plans as fast as I can to move into the 1-bedroom.
Making plans as fast as I can. As soon as your mother had gone and she told you she wasn't coming back, you knew the state of affairs. You could have had everything sorted and done. But no, you sat and wallowed. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Begging other people to help you and then scrambled at the last minute. Because you thought if you cried and stamped your feet, she'd say, okay, I'll pay for the 2-bedroom.
And I feel bad for Burke. I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to give him the 1-bedroom, the bedroom, and I'll put my bed in the living room and the sofa like in between, and I'll do what I always do. I'll make the best out of a bad situation.
I'll do what I always do and make the best out of a bad situation. When have you ever done that? You've had everything handed to you all along. When have you ever had to make the best out of a bad situation? Ever?
But I do have my breakdowns. You know, I feel so hurt that the one person who I've had my whole life, I don't have any brothers or sisters, aunts or uncles. I mean, I do, but I'm not, you know,
Yes, you've alienated them too.
for family issues that happened a long time ago. I'm not talking to any of them. And I didn't have a father that really cared about me either,
Oh, for God's sake.
which I said in my last video. And now I lost my mother, and people say, "Oh, she'll miss you. She'll come back." I don't want her to come back. I don't even want her money because I don't
Really?
trust her. The trust is gone. It's like it can never be repaired. This can never be repaired. So my poor friend Marjorie came and everything was fine. Like we started out having a nice time, and then I got these vicious texts and emails from my mother every single morning. I would wake up and get that from her.
I thought you said she wasn't in contact with you.
And it just ruined our whole time. That's all I spent doing was falling to pieces. And if anybody,
Right, because it was all about you. You couldn't have just ignored the emails, had a nice time with Marjorie because she'd come all that way to see you. Put Marjorie first, then deal with what was going. No, All about Laurie.
Was the person to be here, it was Marjorie, because I'll tell you something about this woman, this girl, Marjorie, my best friend, or my oldest friend, you know. She is one of the most special people that I've ever met in my life. She is a giver, 100%.
Unlike you.
She, if I had asked her, even on her vacation, if I had said, my shoulder really hurts, can you vacuum upstairs? She would do it. And not
Don't you mean that she was doing it because you were lying in bed in a heap? I can't come, my mummy left me and I don't know what to do anymore. And my daddy didn't love me and I'm 50 fucking 6.
not like a slave or anything. She would do it because she is just kind and giving and loving, and she likes to help people. She's very, very nurturing.
Unlike you.
And I did, you know, this all happened the second day that she was here. Her vacation was ruined. I feel the guilt. I had a lot of things planned. I mean, we did do a couple. We went to the drum circle and
Ugh. 10:46. I can't really complain because at least it plays, unlike somewhere else. I'm wondering if I should carry on at all because it's dawned on me that I have done it. But then, not everybody watches all the videos on a channel, do they? So, may as well stay going. We're halfway there now.
but I do texts and person to be here. It was most special people. Shoulder really hurts. Can you vacuum anything? She would do it. And I did, you know, this all happened the second day that she was here. Her vacation was ruined. I feel the guilt. I had a lot of things planned. I mean, we did do a couple. We went to the drum circle, and then the next day we walked around and we went to a party. But we were supposed to, I wanted to take her to Fashion Island. I wanted to take her to karaoke night. We did meet up with her cousin in Laguna Beach and had lunch, and then I couldn't be there anymore and see all the people walking around when I felt like my life was falling apart.
You couldn't do it for your longest friend. Really?
And I just felt like I was just too much of a downer, so I left and he drove her back. And I had to have Burke drive her to the airport because she was afraid of me driving home by myself.
No. Oh, I'm too sad. I can't. Bert, can you do it? I can't. I don't want to put myself out driving my friend back to the airport when she came out here to see me and did my hoovering.
Because I would have just broken down. The loneliness is like palatable.
Palpable.
It's like
And stop quoting TV programs.
I haven't eaten
No, of course you haven't.
very much, just very little. I just ate today for the first time. I don't sleep well, and I have terrible dreams. I was supposed to go for that interview. I can't pull myself together. This is like, I have too much. I'm trying to have a yard sale or like a moving sale tomorrow to get rid of all my beautiful things.
Why do you have to get rid of all your beautiful things? Just move them to the one bed and sort through them while you're living there. See what you want, what you don't want, what you need, what you don't need, and then get rid of them. But no.
But they are just things, but they're like most of my stuff was my grandmother's. A lot of you have been really kind. I have had to swallow my pride and ask a few people for some money. One woman just said, "Do you have a PayPal account?" I said, "Yes," and she just sent me $100. I didn't even ask. I don't even know who she is. So hard for me to take it from anybody without giving something back.
Of course
So,
it is, yeah.
like one person I asked, and she said, "I really don't feel comfortable, loaning money out." I meant like $100.
I meant like $100, like it's nothing. That's a lot of money to people, Lardy.
She said, "But I will buy some of those pretty necklaces that you made." So I sent them to her. And anybody that did lend me money or give me money for nothing, you'll get your money back.
Yeah.
I will. I don't know when.
Never.
But it's very hard, very, very hard to ask people for money, especially me.
Oh, of course, yeah. What am I being completely dim here? What does she need the money for? Exactly. Like I said the last time I did this, and I said all the time, her apartment and her mum's apartment are in the same place. She's got a car, Burke's got a car. Well, he had his grandmother's car, whatever. There was 2 cars. The biggest bit of furniture they have are what? The mattresses? She's got a convertible car. She could drive through the estate or whatever it's called, and fucking Burke could sit in the back holding the damn thing if she needed that. They could have moved themselves. But as is always the case with Lardy, somebody else has to do it or somebody else has to pay for it because she's incapable of being a fucking adult.
So again, I'm going to say no advice. Please don't give advice. Don't tell me to get a job. I know what I need to do. I'm in no position to get a job right now. I still am working my Scentsy business, but there are reasons that I don't want to go into, that I can't, that I want to. I don't want to make a lot of Scentsy this month, a ton of Scentsy money this month.
Because it might interfere with the benefits you're on and you shouldn't be earning with, maybe.
I mean, I can make a good amount, but I haven't really tried because it's very hard to get in front of the camera, like I said, and
Doing it now.
show wax, show my passion, which is my passion. It's been like stolen from me.
Oh, the cult got into your little head, didn't they? It's not your passion, it's a fucking side hustle. Your passion is selling scented wax for a couple in Idaho or wherever the hell they are.
So the outpouring of prayers and everything has been very, very nice and appreciated. And I just wanted to give you an update that I'm still having a very, very rough time.
Oh.
Trying not doing a very good job of not involving Burke.
See, that's another thing. You can't even be a mother and just say to him, "Yeah, it's a bit shit at the moment, but don't worry, I've got it. It'll get sorted. I just need you to give me a hand moving our stuff from here to the 1 bedroom. We could have it done in a day. What do you reckon? Right, come on, let's get to it."
But, I have to tell him certain things because he would never understand why we have to move into a 1 bedroom, money wise and everything. You don't tell your kids about your financial situation, but I had to. He has to know.
He's not stupid, laddie. He knows you don't work. He knows money doesn't grow on trees. I'm sure he was well aware that Grammy was footing the bill for everything.
And I feel bad for him out of all the people. He's lost so many people in his life, so many relationships ruined, and
because of you.
No brothers and sisters, and his aunts and uncles don't, and his grandparents on Gungar's side don't have anything to do with him, and just because they're in Turkey and they don't speak English, I mean, if they saw him, they'd envelop him, but it's just how it is. And he can't stand to see me cry, and I am not you guys think I'm so strong and everything,
No.
But I'm a crier. I'm a big crier. I cry a lot.
We know.
And I break down a lot because I feel not lonely, I feel alone. I feel like I can't turn to somebody and have them really help me, like take care of me. Like I just want somebody, like that's why Marjorie was so good here. She would put her arm around me if I started crying, she would pat me, and that's all that I really wanted from her. She wanted to clean, she wanted to do dishes. I was like, I just want to be with you because
She wanted to hoover. I just want someone to pat my head.
when you leave, you leave. I'm amazed at how many people I've met here that have reached out to me. Like this one woman, Mary, just bought a bunch of things for me, and she just lost her husband and moved here, and she's worried, and everybody goes through their shit. I'm not saying one shit is worse shit than another, like is being constipated worse than having diarrhea? I don't know. Is losing somebody in a car accident worse than somebody who dies from a slow death? Or somebody leaving you, like, your best friend, your mother, and saying they don't care if you, basically, they don't care if you live or die. I don't know. I was watching Trisha Paytas's video the other day. I wish I could be in touch with her. I could relate so much to how she was feeling, Like people love to see people fail. And I was thinking,
No, they don't.
I know how she feels like. This. What the heck's this? I don't need this ad. She, you know, to just pull yourself together is so hard. And she feels alone, and so do I. And I wish I could reach out to her and say, I live kind of near you. But I don't think two weak people right now should be together and feed off of each other. But I didn't even write I know how you feel, because I don't even know if she reads it. Just, at least she has, money doesn't solve everything, but at least she doesn't have that problem. Like, if I didn't have a money problem right now, I'd be able to get through the grieving of my mother having left.
If you didn't have a money problem right now, you wouldn't be grieving your mother leaving.
And it was the way that it all happened as well. So,
Whatever.
What people say to me, maybe she needed to go back, maybe this and that. Right now, I don't care. I care about me and my son, and the way that it all happened is the mistake that was made. And then how she acted after. And I'm just telling you, she's not right. It's like something is wrong.
She's woken up.
She is not thinking clearly. I don't know what it is. She's gone through this kind of thing before. It takes about 2 years, and then she's like a different person and looks back on those 2 years and is like, oh my God, what was I thinking? And I guess I miss her. I miss the old her. I don't miss the aggressive, passive aggressive, vicious her. I miss my mother. I miss being able to go over there. Like, we had plans that we would do things here, and it never materialized. And I'm not saying I was perfect,
Good, because you're not.
but she couldn't make it here. She just couldn't make it here, and I couldn't let her go. Like, with a smile and a pat on the back and have fun. All of them, our money is mixed in together, and I don't have it. So it's not like she was my cash cow or my money ticket. It wasn't like that with us.
Yeah, whatever.
I did other things, like.
Did you notice what she said there? She couldn't make it here, and I couldn't let her go. No wonder she fled in the night and left everything behind. How were you stopping her from going? What was that? Is that our gate again?
Put her license plate on for her. I was really sick, but I did that. I did the insurance.
This makes me laugh. I did this and I did this and I did this. She's an 80-year-old woman. Most people would say, I do stuff for my mum and I don't fucking like her. You're supposed to adore your mother and you've got a fucking checklist of things you did for her. I put on her license plate.
When we moved out here, I did everything. I found 2 places, negotiated both rents, everything.
Because you wanted to move there.
I've always been like that. Like, when she was working, I used to make dinner, so she'd come home. I used to just vacuum the living room for her or shovel the whole driveway.
Woohoo.
Not that I was a perfect daughter, believe me, but I don't know.
Most daughters wouldn't have to say, I did this and I did that and I did the other. Because they wouldn't remember if they'd cooked a meal or shoveled the thing. Because doing stuff for their mother just is something they do naturally. She probably has a fucking folder on her phone, doesn't she? Things I did for my mother.
So that's my update. I'm sad, and
Yeah, you are.
I'm just trying to keep you guys in the loop,
Get
let you
money
know
out
what's
of you.
happening. Now I'm just going to go and relax for a while,
Wallow in
and I'll talk to you another
self-pity.
time. Okay, guys? Bye. Love you.
Pathetic. I'm sorry. I was going to do the next one with this one, but if people start watching this and go, oh, she's done this before, and switch off, they won't see the next one. So if you got to the end with me, thank you very much. If you watched it for the second time, thank you very much. And I will catch you in the next one.